Biology is the science of life. Its name is derived from the Greek words bios means life and logos means study. Biology studies the structure, function, growth and origin, evolution and distribution of living organisms. One specific study could be the giving birth of women. Birth is the act or fact of coming into life or of being born. It is a huge part of studying biology because it has something to do with evolution and distribution of all living things. Birth experiences are very much so shaped by the time and place in which they happen. A woman giving birth in the US today will have an entirely different experience than a woman giving birth in the US hundreds of years ago. Now we will witness 5 weird birthing practices in the ancient times. First, women give birth in front of an audience. Women today often give birth in front of a pretty sizable group. It is nothing compared to royal ladies of monarchs that were expected to give birth in full view of their court. As the Telegraph reported, up to 70 people would be present when future monarchs were born, so that they could verify if there had been no skullduggery, such as an infant impostor being substituted in the royal bedchamber. Second, they deliver standing or squatting. In the 2nd century, during pushing and delivery, not earlier stages of labor, women should sit upright on a chair with armrest for her to grab or stand with the help of someone. This is done to make the pushing of baby easier with the help of gravity. Third, they keep knots out of the delivery room. In ancient Greece, when the mother was ready to give birth, the midwives would be called. The first thing they would do was to ensure that there were no knots of any kind in the room. It was believed that knots had strange powers to delay the birth or cause other harm to the mother or baby. This is interesting as knots are believed to have powerful magical properties in some beliefs. Fourth, some use leaves to catch their babies. In the mid-18th century, Cherokee women used nature and their amazing physical condition to welcome their newborn babies. Once in labor, the baby would be born while mom is standing or squatting, and no one would catch the baby either. It would tumble out into a pile of leaves. Last, putting of honey-soaked ground corn into the vagina to induce labor. The ancient Egyptians suggested to put a few concoctions, including honey-soaked handful of ground corn up the vagina to induce labor. No words on how the babies born via this method felt about coming into this world, basically breaded like a cutlet. All of which got us wondering, why did they do that? Believe it or not, some of those practices are still done in the world of today, though others have changed dramatically. However, one thing stayed very much so the same, the end goal of making the baby and the mother healthy. There are many different ways on giving birth, such as cesarean birth, hospital birth, home birth, water birth, active birth, and also assisted birth. This method have been used through the past years because of extensive research and modern development. Humans have opened up new doors for the comfort and betterment of the childbirth practices. As discussed in the clip, all of this have originated with the methods and procedures performed centuries ago. Scientists and researchers have greatly contributed to improve the quality of this field. It is undeniably true that we have to value and know the origin and methods that are used in the past to understand the mechanism and evolution of birth, the existence of humanity from pregnancy to delivery, and in the field of biology in general.